Hi everyone, welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Pathfinder fucking hell. Rogue Trader. Void Shadows. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, leave me alone. As you can see, this is right after the previous episode, which is now uploaded in the background.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Don't want to do that, I want to talk to this gadget here. Unit Quartz Clemmy. Request permission to negotiate trade agreements. Are you open to commercial transaction? Unit Quartz Kramer. Request permission to transfer information. The rogue trader possesses a supreme degree of power, potential to influence the current leadership, the ability to restore order in the Rykad system. Permission to transfer information granted. What do you wish to tell me? Tech Priest says sharply and curtly, haphazard and careless decisions on the part of the Rykad Minoris governor have led to unacceptable consequences. Communication with the Adeptus Mechanicus Sanctum has been lost. Troops must be sent to the hallowed Electrodynamic Cenobium without delay. Restoring communications with the Electro Priests and ensuring the Sanctum's security are our top priorities. You are the head of a rogue trader dynasty. Your position enables you to exert influence. The Tech Priest pauses for a moment, and pressure on the subjects of the Imperium. Unit Quartz Kramer requests assistance. The actors of Governor of Rykad Minoris must be influenced. Demand that troops be sent to the holy monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I observe that this world's authorities lack diligence in the performance of their duties, only when it affects Mechanicus. Of course, says Pascal. That statement is true. United in their denunciation and brimming with righteous criticism, the pair in red exchange knowing nods. I will discuss it with the governor. Unit Quartz Kramer is grateful. The rogue trader is highly likely to successfully influence the future of actions in the local authorities. You're an explorator, aren't you? What are you doing here? Retrieving archive data. Over 77 years ago, the Governor of Rykad Minoris and authorized representatives of the exploder Cognizance fleet made an agreement. Its goal was mutual benefit through cooperation. Unit Lodges Quartz Kramer is the fleet's appointed trade agent. The unit is responsible for maintenance of the arsenal and the combat machinery. Blessed are the armourers, for there can be no Imperium without them. Blessed are the valiant warriors, for there is no end to the darkness without them. The Messiah's servants exchanged short binary mantras filled with intimidating solemnity. What's the Cognizance fleet doing in the Rykad system? Cognizance fleet's presence in the Rykad system is negligible. Its research activities in the system have been concluded. A limited presence is maintained for the purposes of logistical support, fulfillment of vows to maintain the Messiah's creations, spiritual oversight. Okay. So obviously they're not happy with what's going on.
Let us not dawdle.
But that's Mechanicus, they hardly ever are. These heavy chains are used to adjust the height of the command platform. Why does it need to be at certain heights? Okay, bodyguards and Mechanicus. I'll address that later. Let's talk to the governor. Because we've been ignoring him until now. The tall, dark-skinned man turns towards you, greets you in a curt military manner. Rykad Minoris, Governor of the Star System. Welcome to my temporary headquarters. The governor's expression changes drastically when he sees Cassia. Lady Navigator, what an honour. I never thought the House of Celio would grace our world with a visit. I only wish I could have received you under different circumstances. Cassia purses her lips, and the echo of grief knocks the wind out of those present. House Celio is grateful for the support you've provided to York 5 these many years. The governor notices Cabela's clothes, and his eyes go wide. He adds softly and cautiously, "This woman, she is your bodyguard, I presume? Or is she here to..." He stops, choosing not to finish his question. "I'm not seeing the convoy I sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find and escort you? If that is so, I promise you the punishment was swift and severe." The convoy was ambushed and massacred. The only surviving soldier turned out to be a traitor and was personally executed by me. That's an outrage. I'll have the personnel vetting procedure changed immediately. The slight suspicion will be grounds for arrest. Your Lordship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are of interest to you, there's a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was the head of House von Valancius. I've received no word of her demise. How is it that you are now the rogue trader? My esteemed predecessor died at the hands of cultists. May the Emperor incinerate their souls. The Governor frowns, and a deep shadow falls over his face. Rogue trader von Valancius is slain. Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, Your Lordship. Do not hesitate to let me know how I might be of help. I need to refresh crew to replace those killed in the attack on the ship. I need material compensation. I'm on 15 now. Not enough for the heavy armour. The Governor bowed his head in acceptance. Of course, Your Lordship. You will be compensated for any losses. I will see to it personally that your ship's holds are filled with the finest goods of my personal reserves. I can offer you several thousand fine obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you I won't be able to do it until we've dealt with insurgency on the planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their heretical scheming. I wish to commend the courage of one of your officers, Sergeant Malagar. He and his soldiers valiantly defend the Starpool. The sergeant managed to impress a person of such noble standing would be recommended for decoration. My kinsman, Konrad Voigtveer von Valancius, has betrayed our dynasty and the Imperium. If he is hiding in this system, I want him handed over to me. Voigtveer is a traitor? Why, any family, however noble, that unworthy sign or two. Naturally, we will surrender him, should we find him, within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information regarding this location. However, the Governor pauses to think. We have a cogitator here at the command center. It's connected to a data crypt from the Lodge's Abel's sanctum. It aggregated all the Lex Mechanic reports. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. If you manage to convince the stubborn machine, you might learn something about Konrad's movements. I'd hazard he fled from you on a ship, not on a pair of wings. Heinrich von Kallax, Interrogator of the Most Holy Inquisition, is operating in your system. Do you know where he is? The Governor lowers his voice. I do. Master von Kallax has left for the hallowed Electrodynamic Cenobium. It's an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity. But I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Besides, I've already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. The weapon the insurgents were used to shoot down shuttles of the city has been destroyed. Now nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship if you wish to find Master von Kallax. You should go to the Cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Notes of anxiety creep into the voice that rattles on Pascal's vox. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magos Haneumann, is that how you pronounce it? I can't remember. I'm officially initiating my participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself there's under zero risk of falling into heretic hands. According to the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against the lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained Magus should provide his assistance. I categorically object. The Governor clenches his fist. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have in my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by non-Messiah servants. We've lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in that same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense forces. Medina and Pascal glare at each other, their unyielding gazes like crossed swords. You've picked an interesting time to quarrel with a servant of the Omnissiah, Governor. A critical situation calls for decisive action. I simply cannot let every learned tech priest go to their death the moment they hear about an endangered relic. I need people who can do more than praise the Omnissiah to look after the capital and its millions of citizens. This Magos is part of my retinue. You have no right to give him orders. You mistake me for a fool. I know that he arrived separately from you, and I would bet my life that no. The governor's voice dies down into a low growl of a drilling mechadendrite. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Medina clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So, this is the negotiation technique you have resorted to. Do you think this is the first time you've been threatened with a weapon? No. This could be your last, as Pascal. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by the drilling implement, steady and calm, but ready to explode at a moment's notice with the crunching of bone and the squelching of tearing flesh. I am heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? The governor mutters through gritted teeth. Abundantly so, Magus. Why are you so determined to get to the monastery? Is it just because of the relic? It's why I came to this world. I am expected there. It would be my pleasure to assist the Omnissiah's servant in reaching the sanctum. Thank you for your cooperation, your lordship. The drill stops. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Magus Haneumann, officially undertake to accompany you in the Rykad system in the role of bodyguard and to protect you at all costs until your life functions cease, but only within the limits of the Rykad system. The governor. You're Haneumann, hmm? Glad you're alive. The governor raises his eyebrows and stares at the tech priest in surprise, but refrains from further commentary. I wish to know more about the monastery. The Cenobium has been run by the Adeptus Mechanicus ever since the colony was founded. The sacred reactor guarded by its priests powers the entire planet. I can say no more. It is a forbidden place that even I have only been allowed to visit once before. Why not shell the monastery if that's where the insurgents have gathered, or deploy a landing force? Fulfilling this request puts the monastery in danger of a major destruction. The consequence of this destruction for the world of Rykad Minoris would be catastrophic. I guess it blows up. Pascal, what's so special about the Cenobium and the relic? What is in there that has drawn the attention of the Interrogator of the Inquisition? I have never been there before, but I presume that the sacred relic of the reactor is capable of great destruction should it end up in heretic hands. The fury of the freed machine spirits, once released from the sacred circuit, will destroy everything around them. The degree of damage inflicted may render the world of Rykad Minoris uninhabitable. Heresy must be purged from the blessed halls. I declare any desecrator who defiles the relic's power a Category 3 blasphemer, deserving of immediate execution. What has perplexed you about my companion's name? The governor looks at Pascal with curiosity. According to the reports received, Lodge's Abel Haneumann set off for hallowed Electrodynamic Cenobium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master von Kallax. Pascal Vox raps in confusion. My name is Pascal Haneumann, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. What do you know about this Abel, Governor? Never met him in person. The esteemed Lodge supervised the work of Rykad Minoris Lex Mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber chapel. I've never had the honour of making his acquaintance. A true anchorite. Why did he fly to the monastery? Seems suspicious. Well, the Lodges of the Adeptus Mechanicus wants to go somewhere. Don't ask why, your lordship. Where can I get more information on this individual? I would have suggested that you inspect the esteemed Lodge's sanctum that was destroyed by the rebels. We've recovered several data crypts and connected them to the cogitators of the command post. that might provide you with some information. It is amazing that mechanical voice from a Vox can sound so confused. That name might have been used as a signal intelligible only to its intended recipient. In that case, its bearer might be Archmagos Amanat, initiating an investigation and data collection procedure. Wow. Going out on a limb there, aren't you, Pascal? Hideo tenses up and listens, and turns around sharply to face Pascal. I can hear my friend's snide whispers through the door. Be careful on your search, Magos. If you stare into a shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in it. In every shard at once. Mending it is that much more of a tainted affair then. The new reflection is death-like. That's twice she's done foreshadowing like that. I see. Glad to be of service, your lordship. Tech Priest Quartz Kramer claims you have not been doing enough to ensure the safety of the Adeptus Mechanicus monastery. With a heavy sigh, the governor wearily covers his face with his hands. Of course he does. That Tech Priest is very insistent. I ordered a squad to be dispatched to the Holy Cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They haven't been heard from yet. I'm afraid this is all I can do under the present circumstances. I don't have a single soldier to spare here in the capital. Are you so confident that you will crush the insurrection soon? My own impression has been the exact opposite. Is that so? The governor maintains his composure. I'd like to hear your reasoning. The insurgents managed to steal a Voxcaster. They've been listening to your people's communications. It's not much, but it is something. I will order an audit of our equipment and see to it that our communication channels are more closely monitored going forward. However, it was only the accidental success of an otherwise disorganized mob of heretics who have no understanding of the art of war. The insurgents are using the arch-enemy's artifacts, enchanted lenses, to perform unholy sorcery. I've heard about those lenses. What makes you think they're enchanted? Any fool can light a fire with a magnifying glass. That's no sorcery. The insurgency is headed by a certain Aurora, a prophet who, according to the followers, possesses mystical powers. The rabbles' usual superstitions assure this Aurora as a charlatan, muttering some doggerel, which their dim followers think to be magic spells. This does, of course, warrant their eventual burning in the furtherance of penance. It does not point to there being anything special about this insurgency. Unless she's a powerful Psyker. Scores of crazed people with scorched eyes are stalking the city. Insurgents are maiming their own? Good. The insurgents talk of a final dawn, the impending demise of the world. Yet another superstition. Surely you don't expect me to believe in it. You ought to leave your bunker more often, Governor Medina. I've only recently arrived in the system. I already know much more about the uprising than you do. The governor's eyes darken, but your unwavering gaze makes him give in. All right, perhaps I've underestimated the immunity. Rising offers rabbles usual nonsense. However, it does involve corruption and underground cult. If it does involve corruption and underground cult, this needs to be investigated. I'll assign additional resources to it and take the issue seriously. You have my word, your lordship. That's all I wanted to discuss. Right. Let's see if we get anything else from you. Do you know anything about Tech Priest Abel Haneumann? Unit Quartz Kramer has no previous communication with Unit Abel Haneumann. Memory sector contains other data related to this query. Various resources and data storage devices of interest have been extracted by the standing army of Rykad Minoris for preservation purposes. The command center currently hosts a cogitator that was used by Unit Abel Haneumann. Appeal to the cogitator spirits for further information. Okay, what can I get now? A better bolt pistol. Okay. Okay. Now get the bow pistol. It is about one though. No one's going to use it. Save right back to you. And I need 17 and 18 for the good stuff. Okay. I'll have a look at the Fellowship when I'm back off in the orbit again. The heavy hum of this massive cogitator runs down the metal walls of the bunker, filling the entire command center.
Is there money to be made?
Right. I haven't got loads. Yeah, the XP is jumping up a lot now. I think it's making sure we don't get into this level before the end. I might do, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Because that's a big jump in XP before we get there. The cogitator looks a lot older, more worn than the ones next to it. However, it has evidently been well cared for. Numerous parts have been replaced, not a single key is jammed, and fresh seals with prayers to the Omnissiah adorn its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Bundles of gold-notched cables run from inside to a small data crypt that was connected only a short while ago. The screen reads, awaiting access code. Come on, Pascal, you can do that. Force access to the cogitator. You've bypassed the security layers, but the cogitator is ready to reveal its secrets. Pascal leans forward and runs his fingers over the keys. The cogitator screen blinks and responds with strings of unknown characters. I appeal to the machine spirit to open Lodge's Abel's personal archives as well. It has accepted my request. Got to Lodge's private archive. Result of Lodge's Abel's data trance. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it, shackled in stasis. The minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harness of their vows. I am registering an impulse of change. I surmise a potential influence on the status of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle. But the cycle can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Lodge's Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Lodge's Abel is seeking an audience with the venerable Dar Impulse 6, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the Governor's Palace for a shuttle flight to the Electrodynamic Cenobium. A message has also been sent to Furibunda's system. The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize the words. The voice from the Vox is soft and pensive, barely audible over static noise. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Furibunda's system. It was me. Omnissiah grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery. Go to the Sacred Computation 782-5-M. Among Lodge's Abel's orders, the archives of every Augur station of Rykad Minoris and its two primary satellites of the Rykad star have been queried. Said satellites are named Magus Maruf and Zafira the Keen, the two great champions of faith, whose external cogitators were placed inside the satellite's cores after their shells perished. The purpose of the sacred computation requested by the Lodges is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Clever. Computation. Positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the sacred Augur's eyes. The first of these ships is thought to have arrived 2 Rykad Minoris cycles ago, early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. Lodge's Abel's conclusion. The insurrection on the planet has been long in the making, with the participation of external actors. It is alleged that 2 cycles ago Aurora arrived in the Rykad system, the rumoured unholy prophet of the insurgents. The subsequent ship movements can be attributed to weapon deliveries. But what is the nature of the activity near Rykadiphilia? Governor Medina's attention must be drawn to. The final entry cuts off abruptly. Go to recent observations. The satellite Magas Maruf reports that a ship has translated onto the system. Its signature is consistent with the records of the flagship of a rogue trader dynasty, House von Valancius. The satellite Zephyra the Keen reports that a ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship has sent an encrypted Vox transmission to the insurgent-controlled areas of the surface of Rykad Minoris. Another transmission was directed to planetoid Ricardiphilia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. The contents could not be decrypted. That's Kunrad Voidvir. So he got onto that ship. Go to be investigated. The entry contains planet-side coordinates marked as Heavy Auger Station Jamming, possible hidden insurgent base. Okay. Do we have an insurgent base cropping up? No. Nothing new. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
Do you want to say anything? No. Tech priests offer you a respectful but short bow. You hear quiet Banavik chant. You want to say anything about this? No. Do you want to say anything about this? No. Okay. No loots. So, or toot and scoot if
I
no
always
loot.
keep my options open.
Voidship, upper way. There's nothing to do in the upper way, so we'll go to the voidship. And save. Let's go to the Thunderfang. See if we do anything with my extra profit factor. Yes, I get the Stalker gloves. If the wearer's ranged attack hits an enemy, the wearer gains +5 crit chance against the same enemy. And that axe. That's good. That's 20. Oh, it's going to be tough to get that. Is that any good? Medium armor. Not bad. So, don't think Emma's going to use that. Oh, you've got that one for the push, and you've got the things for the extra push. Got the Numa boots. Toughness because you're stupid. 6% armor. And heavy leather. Right. You got a lasgun. I'm getting rid of that because that is just 50 recoil is just too much. You can't use bolters, you can't use plasma. Oh, it's damn it. Could do with a pistol though. I'll do that. Okay. Okay. And you can't use those. Oh no. I'll give him them for a reason. Because he can get, when he becomes a Vanguard, he's the only class that can then stack temporary wounds instead of just having the highest. And I should level him up, so I'll do that in a sec. Oh, I'll do that now, be back in a sec. I'm on the struggle bus today with talking. So, for Abelard, we went Taunt and Scream. It's a taunt. If they fail a willpower resistant test, they will make him priority target. And it's not guaranteed to attack him, but they will do if they're able to. If they're out of range, they'll attack somebody else. Doing my part. If no other character in the party has the same archetype, which is warrior, which nobody has, the first archetype ability used in each combat by this character is 1 AP less. That's in combat, not turn. A weapon skill, carouse, impetus. The damage dealt by charge is increased by +10 when the ability is used from a distance of 5 or more cells, not just once, all the time. And I got the extra range on that, didn't I? Yep, famine speed. Medicae, strength, stronger together, which for him I think is toughness. Toughness, yeah, at his finest. Where are my archetypes? So that's what I'm going to get, and then this, well, this turn melee attacks deal additional +2 damage. And the one he had before took into combat against +4 movement points to each kill, and we use them movement points after attacking or using abilities. It's okay. It's okay. Daring Breach basic is pretty good though. It's better. It just adds more maneuverability around the battlefield, but only while he's under that. So that's what we've done here. Let's have a look over here now. What's that? We have unidentified voidship. August notes a large object among the lifeless rocks covering the planet. Voidship. Its signature and origin are impossible to identify from orbit. It's resting on the edge of a deep ravine. The hull of the unidentified vessel is severely damaged, rocks around it shattered by the force of a gigantic machine's crash landing. The Augurs haven't detected any vital signs aboard or near the vessel. Now, we heard about a rumour, I can't remember where it was, whether it was on the prison planet or on Urak 5, about Augurs detected a ship heading towards this planet, or crashing on this planet, or landed on this planet. Oh, 100%. Okay. Send a squad to the planet to explore the void ship. The landing party reports via Vox as soon as they touch down. The colossal void ship before them is covered with spikes. It resembles a morbid beast sculpted from darkness itself, menacingly hanging over the ravine. An experienced veteran accurately determines the origin of the unholy vessel. It belongs to the Xenos race called Drakari. Ready to collapse at any moment, the void ship emits a long, woeful creak as if promising to drag along into the abyss anyone who dares to disturb its slumber. The rogue trader orders that more people be sent to the Xenos void ship to collect any valuable findings. Okay. Monstrous contraptions designed to mince rip apart and incinerate their victims took the soldiers by surprise, but were neutralized before the squad suffered significant losses. The soldiers found several curious pieces of xenotech on the sinister void ship, but no data could shed some light on why they came to the Rykad system. So we got some cargo, venom blade, need Drakari weapon proficiency for that as well. That's a good pistol, and some monofilament grenades, which do a lot of damage. Okay, So that's that. I think that pistol, I can give it a Jai when we get out of the next chapter. Actually, what's here? Nothing new? No. Wonder why that's there though. Okay, we have the bunker, starport, Electrodynamic Cenobium. Yep. We're going to pick up Waynewick here, aren't we? Who do I swap out? Edmund Lee. Must have him. Must have me. He's not as good as Billy, as Cabela. He's not as good as Psyker as Adira or Cassia. And he's not as good as Sniper as Argenta, but whatever. Gleam of the final dawn. We'll cover the London area, your lordship. Glory to the Von Valancius dynasty. Yeah. That.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh crap. I'll take it.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Medikit and a frag grenade. Maybe I should stop these frag grenades in. Yeah. Give you the monofilament ones as well. Can you use these yet? Or you can. Wasn't sure whether I gave you a Medicaid or not. How about you?
If only
Nope.
that were possible.
Blind, force, fire. Oh, you've already got fire. Give a frag grenade then. You're full up. Can you use Medicaid yet?
My competences are not that universal.
Give you some fire grenades. Because I have that.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
So anyone's burning. I've got warp burn. Takes that damage.
Keep your wits about you.
And also it spreads the burning.
The premonition runs true.
Judging by the fact that the pieces are molten at the edges, the statue was destroyed with fire from a multi-laser turret of the type that is mounted on landing force shuttles.
My house would be proud of me.
Judging by the dead people's equipment, they're on the same ordnance the governor sent to the monastery's aid.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Over.
Lay people unworthy of the hallowed Cenobium humbly said their prayers next to this computational altar. All those coils must cost me a fortune in Lecky.
Let us not dawdle.
No hidden loots. But now it came reckons the gate's latching mechanism.
Is there money to be made?
What did that pause for? Oh, yeah. No. It's Kingmaker, but I've got to adjust the settings. The auto pause. The heretics were killed swiftly and ruthlessly. They never had time to reach for their weapons. Is that so?
Darkness lurks beyond the bright flashes. No, two darknesses. One streaked with red, with clanking shackles and false preaching. The other a bilious yellow, the tang of roiling blood and screams of pain.
The colors of this place are flecked with sparks of pain. Bright scarlet, blackish crimson, deathly grey. A kaleidoscope of despair and madness.
The pep talk there, ladies. A merciful, quick electric shock was not what killed the cultist. His face was contorted in pain, as if it was tortured.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
You note that the wire junctions are often marked with the symbol of a key that appears to connect two lines. Symbol of a key that appears to connect two lines, like a line vertical with a key in the middle. Or like the battery ground thing.
Keep your wits about you.
On the maladies of machine spirits, on the ways of the diagnostic divination.
Oh, it's a peculiar thing.
Mummified electro priest. What was that? Old hardcore band called all the electro hippies. The mummified tech priest rests on the table, enveloped in wires.
I always have a backup plan.
There!
Is this the one that talks? Yeah. The tech priest's body rests on the metal table, surrounded by sparking spirals of copper coil. A patina of sacred unguents covers his withered flesh. Its augmetics have been polished with great care. Intricate electudes cover the dead man's crossed arms and bare torso, and strands of wire envelop his head. Pascal respectfully bows his head before the dead man and carefully touches the shriveled body with the tip of his recadendrite. Honoured adherent, thank you for showing us the truth of the Fabricator General's Equivers maxim. Death does not end the service of a spirit driven. Examine the body. The body seems motionless, but you notice a slight tremor in the fingertips. This ancient servant of the Omnissiah must be data dreaming. His mind, enveloped in a digital reverie, can persist for hundreds of thousands of years, while his frail body is decaying. This sacred state of trance is a great reward only earned by the wisest and most pious of the servants of the machine god. Such purity of colour. I've never seen anything like it. Deep tranquility shrouded in cool white cloud. Such unity of thought and spirit, the dead are incapable of using such hues. Next to the table the body is resting on, you see small amulets crafted from burnt cogitator circuit boards. There was no dust on these small offerings, they were clearly left here recently. Can you hear me, Tech Priest? The light in the crypt becomes a little brighter and sharper, and the smell of ozone fills the air. That usually means a blown capacitor. And once you release the ozone and the mystical blue smoke, nothing ever works right again. The vox on the ceiling comes alive and lets forth a solemn binaric aria that turns into a crackling, somnolent voice. In this dark hour, I'm ready to bring you good tidings, Tech Brethren. Now respond with the words of the second galvanic hymn. The second galvanic hymn is revered and miraculous prayer, Depths Mechanicus, naturally know it very well. Let us praise the twin charges, the body electric, and the Messiah who lights the spark of reason within us. Let us carry his charge to those who have turned their minds to his light. Okay. Do I need to memorize this? Let it be so indeed. Who or what are you? The Vox's voice grows louder. Praetor Electroid Dar Impulse 2, by the will of the Omnissiah, fire of this monastery and the guardian of the miraculous fusion reactor, now and ever, world without end. Well, Abel wanted to see Dar Impulse 6, didn't he? Oh, 4 generations later. Here in this cell of mine, I've conquered death, and my mind has soared towards the Omnissiah in blessed data dream. My body is decaying, but my spirit will remain by my master's side. For I am the sacred sentinel of the code, the guardian of the sacred relic, the eye that watches over the rite of operation. Tell me what your data dream is like. I am one with the motive force that opens my mind to the sacred impulses of knowledge. My reason has become as fast as the flying electrons in the ray of light. Time is no more for me, for I am eternal. In my binaric reverie, I comprehend the wisdom of the machine god and share it with the humble priests who come to my cell thirsting for my knowledge. The monastery is under attack by heretics. Can you help? In my data dream, I saw their unholy requests and rejected them angrily, for it said in the 4th article of security, no unbeliever's hand shall intrude upon the operation cycle. They have seditious designs on the relic. What shall I give you, who does not belong to our faith and fellowship, my blessing, to stand up to the blasphemers? %100% chance there, and there. I may not be a member of your priesthood, but you and I have the same faith. This statement is true. The 1st article of security says, "Bear above all evils the defilement of knowledge," and its command outweighs the prohibition contained in the 6th article of security. Let knowledge be locked away from the ignorant. So be it. In the name of shaming the unbelievers, I grant you the blessing of the special access and protection from the rage of the motive force. Dry crackling sounds come from inside the crypt's walls as awakened cogitators process the ancient tech priest command. We have a buff. Grants 50% armor against shock damage. And we can't interact with them again.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
So that means if me and Adira arse up our staffs, then I'll only take half damage from them. The cultists were killed with a hit to the back of their back from some kind of electric weapon. Maybe from these. Lots of people down here. Ninjas. Mechanicus ninjas. You shall be purified by the motive force blasphemers. Whoa.
You will beg for mercy.
Daddy in there says otherwise.
None.
Parry, dodge, 0. Nice.
Stop it!
Oh, dear me. Let's just... Can I hit 2 of them? Yep. Three left, that takes 2, doesn't it? That takes 1. That takes 1 as well, but... This is weird, it's not showing who's getting attacked and who's going to move.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
It's only 1 there, isn't it? Oh, right, yeah. Damn it. I'll hit these 2 then.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
What did that blow up? Was that too close? Did it to myself. Probably should have buffed it
Can
there.
I fall back now?
Haven't took any damage yet.
My
Oh, 1.
patience has failed me.
Oh, that's right, you could be stunned, aren't you? Burning. Push injury. Stunned for 1 round because of Cassia. Forgot she had that amazing effect on her. Actually could do that.
Running binary code line.
Everyone gets a free turn. Cassia gets loads of health. And can buff. Hidera.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
My free turn. Not going to kill anybody with a one-off shot.
Consider this a taste of what's to come.
I can do that.
I'll see to it personally.
Get 1 AP back. Apparently.
I'll make it happen.
That's free. No, don't have an attack though. Damn it. I thought I'd get an attack. But I didn't.
I am ready for whatever comes.
Do you as
On
well.
it. Didn't flinch.
Argenta. Okay. Well, a bit higher. Oh, bollocks.
I'll do it.
This was a free turn, wasn't it? Boo. I asked up. Another free turn. Right. Dodge. Free turn.
As honor ordained, my blade whispers your name. The shadows will see it done.
That's back to Pascal. I do again on a proper turn. Ah, you dodge. Kill him.
On it.
I didn't heal from that. he's... Well, I was just testing that out. It was marked, but...
Anything else?
somebody else killed it. Okay. Oh. Later on, she will get like... probably like Psychic, like 10 by now. Okay.
I shall not caught by the web.
For those of you,
I feel nothing, fear nothing.
and the new,
As the tenants demand, killing brings
Was that
me
on
no
purpose?
pleasure.
yeah,
Death is a blessing.
Doubt is for the strike is a prayer. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
nice miss.
I'll make it.
We're trying to get the rhythm right.
I
yes.
always keep my options open.
The machine god grants the insight.
Alter data order of sacred analysis. The cogitator's green screen lights up as you approach, displays the flashing message, Pilgrim, only the words of the first Governor hymn reveal to you the gifts hidden behind the wall of knowledge. Now chant with me. Let us sing this canticle too. The device keyboard lights up, clearly expecting you to enter the rest of the verse. Pascal, kindly remind me how this hymn goes. Pascal lets out a noisy groan as if he's clearing his throat, but then stops abruptly. After a brief pause, he averts his gaze and says in a rasping voice, "It is not known to me. Only high-ranking servants of the shrines of energetic prosperity are permitted to perform the first Galvanic hymn." Oh, right, so there's 5 options. I assume there's canticle 2. That Messiah from whom the holy discharge springeth forth. Verse 2 calls to you, Pilgrim, is fill our souls with gratitude towards the twin poles of opposite signs that herald the motion of the current. Now finish the prayer, Pilgrim. May the unity of the sacred charge's power the immortal reason that hath created the spark. Only one who has learned the path of Cenobium is worthy of gifts. Walk the path enlightened. To absorb the age-old wisdom, sing with me again. Right. This could take some time. Let me pause. Okay. I was right here. I think it's this, then that. Nope. Messiah. Is it resistors or breakers? No, it's the arcane key. Then the immortal reason. Verily so. Pilgrim who has learned our ways is worthy of the gifts of the enlightened. That was very close the first time. It's just the key that got wrong. 15 critical hit to ranged attacks against enemies with less than 50% wounds, and the arc rifle, which is like a shorter range version of the staff that me and Indira are carrying. So, not actually that bad for you. Does less damage. Just AoE though. Doesn't have the range. Maybe not. You've got infusing and castigating. Over to you. I guess. What have I got? I've got the staff and that. You've got your Ripper and that. Okay. Motive force field seals the passageway, threatening to incinerate anyone who touches it.
Let us not dawdle.
Yep, read that one. Okay, here is where we find Heinrich from Calox. Interrogator for the Inquisition. But that will have to be next episode, because this is an hour already. Thanks for watching, everyone. Next episode, talk to Heinrichs, and then investigate the rest of the Electrodynamic Cenobium. I will see you then. Bye for now.